A new way to observe yourself. Throughout your life you have been observing your external reality with your five senses and your inner life with the help of your six senses, which is the thoughts. You have observed everything you see, hear, taste, smell, and you feel, body and our thoughts. So you are an expert at it. You know everything about how to observe external life, but probably you know very little about how to observe your inner life. Your intention has naturally have been directed outwards throughout your life because no one has taught you anything else. The deepest habit of humans is not to notice how you feel, and our thoughts makes us sick. You may run away from your negative feelings and negative thoughts throughout your life, and this has resulted in you being unhappy. Is it difficult to turn your intention inwards and learn to observe your inner life? It is as easy as sitting and watching TV. We turn off the TV and we close our eyes and we start looking and observing our inner life. But in order to be able to observe your inner life, you should know a little more about how to do it. Self-observation, the art of looking at your inner life. With the help of the techniques in this course, you will learn to stop believing in automatic thoughts in your mind that constantly come in your head. You will learn to disidentify with the false personality, the ego. You will learn to socialize with your feelings. You will learn to exercise your inner conscious muscle. And at the same time, you will become aware of your true self, your inner conscious self that is beyond your thoughts. There is really nothing strange about self-observation, learning to look inwards. It is the most natural thing we can do. So at the first it may feel a little unusual to look inside yourself, but over time it will become as natural when you use your eyes to look with. We turn off the TV, we close our eyes and start looking inward within ourselves instead. Our inner self is our new TV set. Instead of using our eyes to watch the TV set outside, we instead close our eyes and start directing our intention within ourselves. And now we're watching with our inner eyes, with our conscious inner eyes and ability. Sitting and watching TV requires no knowledge, but learning to look within requires some prior knowledge. This entire course is really just about learning self-observation in the right way. It can just be as funny to sit and watch your inner reality as watching TV. I often laugh at my different thoughts and different stories in my head. How to practice self-observation. In self-observation, we learn to be aware of everything that happens within ourselves without reacting, evaluating, or judging what we experience. When we stop reacting, evaluating, and judging everything that comes up in us, no suffering can start within us. That is what real self-observation is all about, and getting in touch with your true self. Our inner reality is really not different than our outer reality. Learning to observe our thoughts is a bit like sitting and listening to a friend who talks all the time non-stop. After a while, we can no longer stand our friend with all that talk. We stop listening to our friend who still continues to babble in the background. We zone out our intention from our friend and instead put our intention on something else that we focus on. When we focus on something else, the voice of our friend is heard a little more in the background, and we have stopped giving our friend our intention. Self-observation, meditation, take place during all waking hour of the day. The daily practice of meditation that we do at home, morning and evening, is important for the self-discipline and to practice the technique daily. But the techniques that we will learn in this course are meant to be carried with you throughout your whole day and applied in everyday life. On your way to work, at school, in the store, on the bus, on the train, in relationship to other people. You observe your inner life all the time during everyday life in different times. You learn to live behind your thoughts every day. You don't give up your knowledge of meditation just because you don't sit at home and practice. You will always carry with you your new knowledge about meditation. 3 important principles when we practice self-observation. When we practice self-observation and looking inward at home, and also when we practice during the day, we have 3 very important principles that you should always carry in the back of your mind. The first one is impermanence. The second one is the root of suffering, and the third one is the true self. And these 3 principles you should have in your back when you meditate. The first one is impermanence. Everything within our body is impermanent. When we live in self-observation, we observe our inner nature, that everything arises and disappears within us constantly all the time. Thoughts arise and disappear all the time. There came a thought and there the thought disappear, then a new thought come and there the thought disappear. Thoughts come and go in an internal process with a tremendous speed constantly all the time. It is the thought-based process that we should learn to observe within ourselves. At the same time, we observe how thoughts come and go all the time. We disidentify ourselves with our thoughts. We are not our thoughts, we have thoughts. The same principle applies to emotions. Our emotions are constantly changing. From one minute we experience positive emotion and next minute we experience negative emotion. Emotions are constantly changing, and our task is to observe that changing within ourselves without clinging to any emotion and avoid reacting to the emotions. We have feelings, we are not our feelings. Some feelings can linger for a longer time, and those feelings seems like they will never go away, but they will do. When we learn to observe how feelings come and go without reacting to the feelings, the more we will experience natural feelings of well-being. The same principle applies to your physical sensations in the body. Constantly different types of sensation arise on the skin and in the body. Our task is in self-observation to observe this content, ongoing change that occur on the skin and in the body. Thoughts, feelings and physical sensations come and go all the time, and your task is in self-observation to observe that impermanence within yourself. The root of suffering. The second principle that you should carry with you in your back of your mind when you practice at home and also when you practice in daily life is the truth about when suffering starts within you. If you react to a thought, to a feeling, to physical sensations or to your surroundings, suffering will start in your life. During the day, you carry this principle with you in your spine, and you carefully guard in awareness not to react, not evaluate or not judge anything within yourself or without yourself. At the first, it will of course be difficult to not react, evaluate and judge internally. As long as you are untrained in self-observation, you will make mistakes. With practice, you will become much better at not react, evaluate and judge. This principle is very important that you carry with you in your back of your mind in awareness throughout your whole day, in every situation. If you break this principle, you start your own suffering. Your true self. The third principle that you should learn like running water is about the fact that beyond your thoughts, your true inner conscious self exists. Our ego in our mind is not our real self, but the borrowed, reflected self that we were given when we were born into life. Since the first principle is that everything within us is impermanent, everything's come and go. There cannot be no self in the mental level of the mind. In the mind, all thoughts come and go from 1 second to another second in an eternal stream, 24 hours a day and throughout the whole life. There I am, no, there I am, no, there I came, but there I disappear again. Trying to catch yourself in a thought about you is like looking for a needle in a haystack. You will never find yourself and who you are in the thought about yourself. You are the one who is aware that thoughts are constantly coming and going. You are the one who is aware that the feeling arises in the body. And you are the one who is aware that the physical sensation arises in the body. What happens and in happening within your 3 inner processes is not who you are as a person. It is only nature manifesting itself within you. You are the one who is aware of what's happening within the 3 inner processes. The mental process, the feeling process, the sensation bodily process. You are none of the content within your 3 processes. You are basically the awareness behind your 3 processes. The basic principle is for self-observation at home and when you live in awareness during everyday life. It is about always carrying these 3 principles in the back of your mind. To stop suffering in your life, to grow in inner wisdom, and live your life from your inner true self, behind your thoughts, which result in inner peace, happiness and harmony. Now we begin the practical part of this course, where you will transform your theoretical knowledge into real inner wisdom. Now we go to the techniques.